Now I'm gonna give you just I'm gonna give you like a few the second lab or another lab for redistribute connected. So for example, if you are on R2 or on R7 for example, and you want to redistribute some networks. So for example, now you are in R7, and R7 has a router. R7 is running RIB. So if I just say no router RIB in R7, what's going to happen is, and I want to redistribute, let me just put it back and just advertising some of it. So now I am advertising only network 7 and network 7 and network 10. But if R1 try to ping network 78 for example, it can still ping. Let me check it. What I have. Oh yeah, because do clear, because RIB still does not send the updates quickly. So you need to clear the IP route. So now if I go to R5 and do clear IP route, it can't, because there's no path on it, because it had a cache. That's why it was pinging, because before there was a reachability. So now if I am on R1 and I don't want connect anything, I can selectively redistribute the network that I want. And how can I do that? What I can do two ways. So I can say show IP interface brief. So I can choose the loopback itself as a name, or I can, for example, now I only advertised 7 and 10, so that means like 77, 78, 79, they are not advertised and they cannot be reached by R5. They cannot be reached by R5. But what I can do though, I can use a concept called route map, and then that route map I can just pay anything, ABC, then permit 10, and then I can say match interface, so I can specify the interface that I want redistribute. So I can say interface loopback 2, for example, loopback 2, and then I say match. That is it. I don't need to do any deny or anything. I just said permit, because when I said that permit, it has implicit deny, so it will deny. So now on R7 loopback 2 is 78. So now if I try to ping 78, it cannot, because I have not been into under the router process. So now I will go router RIB, and then I will say like redistribute connected, and then the route map, and the route map is ABC, and then I will just say, because I will call the route map. When I say distribute connected, then I have been specific, because I chose this route map, I wrote this route map, I just said only match interface loopback 2. So this interface loopback 2 will only, where is it? Sorry. This interface loopback 2 will only be distributed, and that has the network. The network that it has is 78.7.7.7. So now if I go back to R5, then it can ping. It should ping because I redistributed, so it just takes a little bit time for RIB. What did I say here? I said what is the route map here, ABC, and I said ABC, yeah. And if you want to know, say do show, you will just command do show section, then a route map. So this route map, it says route map ABC permit 10, and then match interface loopback 2, and then it will just and then you will call the route map and then the route map name. So if you go to R5 now, do show IP route rib, then it should show. Now it has this network, but I didn't say no auto summary and version 2. Okay, so now R7 R interface loopback 2 before it couldn't, R5 did not, could not ping. You see, we've tried several times, it did not ping, not successful, but now it is been successful. But if I try to ping 77, it cannot, because it was specific to that one. So that is another lab that you can use a Redistribute connected. Then you can selectively use the interface that you want. I will show you another one, another method. So instead of this route map, we'll still use the route map, but we can again use prefix list. So I say IP prefix list permit IP prefix list, for example ABC again, ABCD permit and 10. That is a sequence number. Permit, oh yeah, permit, then the network I want to permit. So the network I want to permit was, for example, in this case, let me put it 7, let me put the same number, 777/24, and then I will call route map again. Route map, because this is a prefix list, right? So this is the mechanism that you are filtering, and then I will call the route map. And then the route map I will call like R7 loopback 2, I can say that, and then permit 10, and then instead of match interface that I said, match interface loopback I said before, now I will say match prefix list, match IP address prefix list. So I will just use that match IP address prefix list and the prefix list name. So the prefix list name was what was it? ABCD. So now I'll say enter. Then I will go to root rib, and then I will just take off this redistribution connected, and then I will again do redistribute connected. We want to see the same result here. Redistribute connected, and then I will call the route map, and the route map name was, what was it? R7 loopback 2. And now if you say do clear IP route, then R5 after a little bit it will still ping R7. Yeah, you see it pings in R7. Even if you say do clear, then it should ping, because if you say show IP route rib, it shows in here. So another method, let me go and use this time access list. Access list, for example, 10 permit. Then this time I will choose another loopback. So that was a 77.7.7.0, and then I will still go to route map. That route map is very good, and I will just tell like let's tell R7, and then I say permit 10, and then match IP address, and then the IP address of the access list was 10. And then I will go to router rep, and then I will say redistribute connected. Then I will call the route map, and the route map was R7, and then enter. So now if you go to R5, before we didn't have 77, now we should have a 77 as well. You see, we should have 77. Two router should be there. Let me check. In R7, did it show run? Did it overwrite? Let me check. Yeah, it overwrote. Oh, okay, sorry. It overwrote. I thought like it could have. Yeah, now it overwrote. So instead of 77, 78 is gone now. So 77 is here. So for 78 you cannot ping, but you can ping 77. You can ping 77. So it just overwrote. So that is the multiple ways. I showed you access list, I showed you IP prefix list, and I showed you a roadmap. And I think it has been informative for you, and I see you on the next